When I was in a church down in Cornwall many years ago, every Wednesday night was prayer night. And they were good people, very zealous people, very nice people. But the prayer meetings were often quite predictable. Even the prayers were quite predictable. There were some people, you knew what they would pray for, that you knew what expressions they would use in their prayers, and you knew when they were building up to a climax. And one of the old members, an old lady that we used to call Gran, she used to always end her prayer by saying, "We're going to be like Jacob of old. We will not let you go until you bless us." And of course she was basing her prayer on the story of the angel who came to Jacob at Bethel and wrestled with him and finally put his hip out of joint. But it always raised in my mind a kind of comic picture of a wrestling match with the angel of the Lord and Gran, and I used to imagine, to my shame really, as I look back, this wrestling ring with the angel in one corner and Gran in the other corner, and they're being called out to a wrestling match, and Gran's determined to get this angel into a half Nelson or to a Boston Crab, or she's going to get 2 falls or a submission, in order to get answers to her prayer. And of course, it's not like that at all. But there are some people who kind of think that way. They think that they can get God in a corner. They think they can pressurize God in some way to answer their prayer. And that story I've often heard used as an example of putting pressure on God to answer your prayer. But if we did what we're always supposed to do, and that is to compare Scripture with Scripture, you find actually in the 12th chapter of Hosea that the way that Jacob beat the angel was simply by this. It says he wept and he begged for his blessing. And it's when we give in that we win. This is the strange concept, the strange enigma of Christianity. It's when we lose our life that we find it. It's when we confess our weakness that we find strength. It's a strange kingdom, but it does really work. And I remember the old hymn that used to put it like this: "Make me a captive, Lord, and then I shall be free. Help me to render up the sword, and I shall conqueror be." And I can't pressurize God. I can't wrestle with an angel and get him into a place of submission. But I can cling on with my gammy leg, and I can weep, and I can plead with him to bless me. And you know what? He will, when I've acknowledged there's nothing that I can do, and all that I need is in him. He won't withhold any good thing from those who walk uprightly. He loves to bless, and he wants to bless me, and he wants to bless you.